Walking on the road with her best friend Alia, Vian's eyes were fixed on the ground and her mind was occupied by numerous of thoughts and noises. For the first time in her life, she was perplexed to differentiate between right and wrong. She was stressed about the email she got yesterday. Her practical exams were going on, yet instead of exams, she was worried about the mail she got yesterday, and her smile was reluctant to show on her face. Last month was not less than a nightmare for her. She got to know that her father was suffering from blood cancer and he was on stage 3, due to which he lost his private job and over circumstances he got bedridden. All the responsibilities fell on Vian's shoulder. Vian lived in Daegu town and after finishing her high school, Vian decided to expand her boundaries to Seoul and come out of her comfort zone. Vian was a meticulous student whether in school or in college. Hence, with 100% scholarship, Vian enrolled in Seoul University of Medicine. Vian's family has been suffering from financial crisis for a long time due to her father's breakdown. However, she has to wait another 11 months to get a medicine degree, then get a decent job, which was her topmost priority. To cope up with everyday expenses, Vian was working part-time job in a medical store called as Lifeline Medicos. But still it was not enough to quench her family's daily necessities. She needed hefty amount of money for her father's upcoming surgery of bone marrow transplant. With the current circumstances, her father took the promise from Vian to not drop out no matter what the situation would be. Her father wanted her to be a successful doctor. Moreover, if she drop out now, all her family's hard work till now will go in vain. Vian was immersed in her deep thoughts. A loud cry entered in her eardrum and Vian snapped back to reality. She realized Alia was shouting her name. "What happened, Alia?" Upon hearing this, Alia got agitated. She said, "What am I supposed to do? You seem to be sleepwalking, Vian. Otherwise, you would have reacted to a car coming towards you and also heard the horn blown by the driver to get you aside." By the time Vian gained her senses, she realized that she was walking on the middle of the road. She saw how the vehicles were crossing from the both of her sides and she didn't pay any attention to it. Vian and Alia were best friends. Alia was pursuing the same course as Vian. On noticing that her friend is still in daze, Alia held her hand and carefully crossed the road. Vian was still little lost in her thoughts while Alia was guiding to the nearest restaurant, as today was Thanksgiving in their hostel, so school cafeteria wasn't available for the time being. Both of the girls reached to the restaurant and settled down on one of the table and placed their orders. Alia noticed Vian's tense face. "Now we have ordered the food. Tell me, what's bothering you, my dear friend? Is Mr. Park alright?" "I don't know, Alia. I called mom yesterday to ask about dad's health. She told me that he's doing well, but I know in reality they don't want to disturb me while I'm having my exams. Mom even restrained me going home to keep check on my dad to avoid any disturbance in my studies. Although mom informed me that dad is doing well, but rather than believing her, I do not have any other choices. All my savings has been drained in dad's treatment, and Alia, at this point nothing is more worse than having an empty pocket from me. I have lost my ability to comprehend what's going on next, how we are going to meet daily expenses." Alia placed her hand on the top of Vian's hand to console her best friend. "You don't need to worry, babe. Don't get down by the situation. We are on the verge of completing our degrees. Just last semester left and we will be medicine graduate. Have patience, Vian. Everything will be alright. If not now, then very soon." "I don't know, Alia. Sometimes my head aches due to mess created in my life." "Why do you say that? Is there something I'm supposed to know? Here, have a look." Alia glanced at the phone screen. It was the same mail that Vian has received yesterday. With every word she read, her eyes widened in astonishment. She returned the phone to Vian after finished reading. What is this, Vian? How did this happen?" "Vian, you are not thinking to consider this proposal, right?" Actually, I have invested much of my time in thinking this proposal, and it is not easy to turn it down. Just an affirmation and all of my problems will be vanished. Do you think you are talking sense? You're not supposed to do this, Ryan. This is utterly crazy. I know this is crazy, but I don't have any other options rather than being a surrogate. You know my condition. Due to dad's health, my mom joined school as a teacher to compensate financial losses. Rue and Masons are teenagers, yet they have to help mom after school. They are going through so much at such a tender age. Trust me, Alia, it breaks my heart to see my loved ones suffering. They might have expectation from me, and here I am not in a position to do anything for my family. I completely comprehend your point, Ryan. There might have been some other ways to get away from your problem. It couldn't be the only escape. I'm sure you will find another way out. I have thought and searched every opportunity that could have helped me to get away from my problems, but at this particular moment, no other opportunity has appeared better than this. Neither can I borrow a loan from bank or family or any friend, nor I can take up a job. My attention would be diverted and it would affect my scores. If I wait for my degree to complete, Alia, it would still take few years to attain experience and knowledge. I am in desperate need of money for his treatment and for Rue and Mason's education. My topmost priority is money, and luckily I have an opportunity to knock on my door. Taking my situation into consideration, I have gotten the chance I shouldn't have let go. For now, this is the only way which can give me hefty amount of money that I require and put an end to all my problems. All I'm worried about your career and ambition. What if something bad happened to you? What will I do then? This particular opportunity that you are eager to grab might destroy you completely and create a wall between you and your future efforts. I will be fine, and none of my dreams and futures are greater than my family. I can rebuild it any time later, but this time they need me the most, and I have to do this for my family's sake. Alright, my dear friend, if you think this is the only way to deal with your problems, then I'm with you. You have my constant support in whatever decision you make. Next day, Wine went to fertility center to know about pros and cons about the surrogacy procedure. She further filled the application form and get her various physical and mental checkup done. After a few days, Wine's phone flashed with a message. It was from an unknown number. She opened the message and read, "Hello Miss Wine, I have seen your profile at the fertility center and I am interested in your surrogacy process. I would like to schedule a meeting for the same. If it's convenient for you, you can meet me at 6 p.m. at the Hotel Blue Moon at room 502. Looking forward to meet you tomorrow. Regards, Kim Taeyong." Wine read the message twice and saw there was a name at the end of message, Kim Taeyong. Wine thought this might be the person who wants surrogacy. Wine was in dilemma to go or not, a lots of questions revolving in her mind. She was wondering why this person wants to meet her at the hotel, not at the fertility center or somewhere else. What if this is a fraud message? She somehow made herself calm and decided to go. Next day, Wine was standing in front of luxurious hotel. For the first time in her life, she was thinking that she hasn't dressed according to the place. Wine casually dressed up like she used to when she had to go college with a messy bun. After watching herself in the mirror door of entrance, she went in. Wine's beauty was beyond one could express in word. A yellowish glowing complex, short nose, chest length curled hair, big doe eyes, and a glass figure. Besides her beauty, Wine likes to live simple, hence she has zero knowledge about the makeup. Wine walked towards the receptionist. She felt all the gazes were on her. "Excuse me, I have an appointment in room 502. Wait here for a moment, ma'am. I'll check and let you know." After getting confirmation from room 502, the receptionist informed the Wine to proceed and gave the direction to room 502. Wine reached at the front of room 502 and started mumbling, "I still have time. I could drop this drastic step that I have taken. But if this turns out to be a trap, how would I escape then? It's alright, Wine. You have to do this, at least for your family's sake. Break a leg, Wine." Wine entered in the room nervously and with heavy heart. She walked with a slow and swift step, with hesitant look on her face. But she was amazed by the luxury in the massive room. She has never been to such an expensive hotel in her life. After 10 minutes, a man came out of a bedroom to the living room where Vian was sitting and waiting for her client. When Vian saw a man coming towards her, Vian gazed at him without blinking an eye. Her jaw dropped. She had never seen in her life a man so charming and handsome. She felt as he was jumped out of any animation. Hello, Miss Park Vian. Hello, sir. I'm Kim Taeyong. Nice to meet you, Mr. Kim. With a cold smile on his face, Taeyong ordered, "Please take a seat." Taeyong wore a custom-made Germany navy blue suit which was making him look like a prince. Vian was trembling due to fear because they were alone in the room. Vian was wondering why hasn't he come with his wife. It would be more comfortable for her. Taeyong noticed the nervousness on her face, so he inquired, "Miss Vian, are you comfortable?" "Yes, I am." "Shall we proceed with the discussion now?" Yeah, but why didn't you bring your wife with you? Whatever the conversation about to begin should be in the presence of her, right?" "Wife?" Taeyong's smiling face turned into dark, expressionless face. He sinisterly replied, "I'm not married, Vian." "What? What did you say? Mr. Kim, you're not married." "I thought you and your wife would be planning for a baby, and that's why I was called here." "Yes, you have guessed it right, but partially. I certainly want a baby and I saw your help in this regard. Only if you don't have any problem." No, there is nothing like that. Actually, I thought it would be a married couple whom I would run my service to." "Yeah, I understand, but this shouldn't be a matter of concern whether I'm married or not. You can trust on me that." "As you mentioned that you are not married and also you are young at age, why do you want a baby through surrogacy?" "Look, Miss Vine, before we start our conversation, I would like to make few things clear. I don't prefer to be interrogated and it shouldn't be your business why in the world I am doing this." "Well, do you have a boyfriend, Miss Vine?" This particular question left Vine awkward. She didn't expect this question from Taeyong. With anger filled in her eyes, Vine replied, "No, I don't have a boyfriend. But does it even matter? How is having a boyfriend related to surrogacy?" "It's a great matter of concern for me, Miss Vian. Anyways, you have mentioned in your profile that you haven't made any physical contact with anyone yet." This was another awkward question that Taeyong had asked. With every passing second, her desire to walk out of the room were growing stronger. Vian was getting agitated when asked such a weird question. Vian's eyes and cheek turned into slight red due to anger. She replied with annoyance, "Yes, I have never made any physical relationship with anyone. I'm sure this question is highly important to get answer of." "Yes, you're right. All these questions are important to me. Please don't get me wrong, Vian, but according to the contract that we are about to sign and the situation we are putting ourselves into, it is quite necessary to know about the details. Then, do you know the process of surrogacy and the risk involved in this?" Vian was extremely uncomfortable to talk about surrogacy with a man, and how could she not know about the surrogacy? Moreover, now these questions were offending her. "Yes, I know. Why are you doing this? Oh, is it for money?" Vian pride shattered into pieces. It felt like she was selling her body. However, he was right. Vian decided to be a surrogate because of money, but she has her own reasons attached to it. She didn't want money to spend on her pleasure. She wanted to provide financial aid to her family. She gathered her broken piece of pride and stated, "My father is suffering from blood cancer and doctor suggested to an immediate surgery. That's why I'm in desperate need of money. But I don't think I can pull it off now. I think I made a wrong decision in rush. I'm sorry that I became a reason for your time to get wasted. You can select some other girls." Vian stood up and was about to leave when Taeyong interrupted her. "Miss Vian, I suggest you not to take any decision in hurry. You need money to help your family and I'm willing to help you if you agree to help me. I can pay you double." "What? Double amount? But why? When you could easily get some other girls who would be agree to be a surrogate for a price much lesser than this." "For me, money is secondary. What matters to me the most that I don't want any random girl to give birth to my child. It might be weird for you, but you possess all the qualities that I'm looking for a surrogate." "I'm sorry, Mr. Kim, I cannot go ahead on this contract." Taeyong placed a business card in front of Vian and stated, "It's alright. You can contact me anytime in case you change your mind." With that, Vian came back to the hostel.